Welcome to another episode. Get ready to witness the 30 most disturbing Chinese Mafia encounters ever caught on camera. Stay glued because these shocking confrontations and high-stakes crimes will leave you speechless. Let's get right into it. A young guy, part of a mafia group in Hong Kong, drags a lady into their van, trying to abduct her. This is a very chaotic scene, as two men are throwing punches at each other. The one in the green face mask trying to stop the one in the black mask from forcing and mishandling the lady. A lady sees the police and raises an alarm to notify them of the situation. The lady being abducted is fighting seriously not to be pushed into the van, maybe in the hope that when the police arrive, the kidnappers will be dealt with. The police officers look calm about the event, which is disappointing. These men could easily take down the kidnapper guy because they're armed, trained, and bigger, but no progress in saving the victim is made. Just take your time, officers. There's no need to rush. It's not like someone is actively being abducted right in front of you or anything. Do we call this incompetence or fear? An opportunistic thief walked into a bar and found the counter empty. Seizing this moment, they walked behind the counter and helped themselves to the shopkeeper's hard-earned cash. Just as this thief was about to casually walk it off, they were accosted by a clever man with suspicions. The cashier was asked to make sure no money was missing. The jig was up for this thief as they were apprehended awaiting the arrival of the police. These robbers thought they had gotten away by fleeing, not knowing what waiting for them at the front. This brave policewoman just put her body and her life in the line for the job. Luckily, she encountered no serious harm and was taken to the hospital while the suspects were arrested. What should have been a nice, quiet night for this woman quickly turned south after she found herself in the middle of a home invasion by armed intruders. But as luck would have it, she spotted them early and was able to quickly secure the house before they could get in. Shortly after, they left. An interesting event on a highway in Mexico. A dispatch rider got ambushed by a pair of literal high robbers. They have a gun pointed at their victim as one of them tries to steal his bike. But this driver was not going to give him, and he kept coming back for this bike, turning the dangerous situation to a slightly comical one. Finally, the robbers, fed up with the driver's antics, fled on their bike. The video shows a group of thugs attacking a police van. They use harmful objects to hit the van, breaking the windows, and the officers are at risk of being injured by the long iron rods used by the thugs. A police officer gets out of the van and another follows to sound warnings, but the Mafia group turns a deaf ear and continues their disruptive acts. Since they are outnumbered, one shoots a warning, and the most amusing thing happens. The police officer gets chased by the thugs. The audacity! Hong Kong is the only place in the world where thugs can chase down police officers. It is simply an international joke. An internal conflict between a gangster and police officers. A heated argument is ongoing between gangsters and policemen in full armor. The policemen try to use the shield to block their opponents, but they are determined to create an epic for us. The policemen pounce on one of the gangsters they can get, throw a few beatings, and that's it. What about locking him up so he learns to not assault uniformed men? No wonder they keep causing trouble and giving both citizens and officers a headache. There must be a serious reason for the tight traffic on the road, but it is caused by some gangster. They walk towards a car with a baseball bat, with the second in command asking to hold the bat. What could the person have done to warrant this drama? Successful robbery in broad daylight. Two guys attack a guy at the airport. They beat him mercilessly, and everyone is doing their thing, like nothing unusual is happening. They collect the victim's belongings, give him some more beatings, and they run. All these things happened and nothing was done about it. Too bad. What had normally been a quiet commute quickly turned into something darker. Passengers were traveling normally when masked gunmen invaded the bus and made everyone drop their valuables. After robbing the passengers of their valuables, the gunmen quickly exited the bus. Quick decision-making saved this girl her money and her life. An armed robber thought he had hit the jackpot, a defenseless woman alone in a store alone by herself. But luckily, she had thought of this scenario too, and had a solution for it. When he let his guard down, she quickly pepper sprayed him and was able to get rid of him. These unlucky patrons are about to get the shock of their lives. A white truck had pulled up outside the establishment, and its occupants had less than honest intentions for the people inside the fast food. In less than a minute, these armed robbers were able to dispose of honest workers off their valuables before escaping into the night. In less than 30 seconds, this driver saw his life flash before his eyes. While waiting out traffic at a busy intersection, two masked assailants on a bike used guns to threaten and rob him before running away with his property. This very lucky woman was waiting in parking lot when a man came to her car's window, brandishing a gun. Soon, he began banging at her window, trying to break it. This incident shows us that you can never be too careful, even when you're parked right in front of your house. This woman from Tijuana, Mexico, is about to learn a heartbreaking lesson. As soon as she went back into her house, perhaps after forgetting something, a thief who had been riding about the neighborhood taking surveillance swiftly took the opportunity to steal her car. She could barely prevent him from escaping with her car. This thief got instant karma after making a cashier empty out their register in a robbery. While exiting the store, he shot himself in the thigh while fiddling with the gun in his pocket. Hopefully, this will teach him one or two lessons about crime. These unlucky passengers are about to get their valuables stolen. After the bus drive, a member of a Triad group went around with a knife he picked from a shop, threatening people. The police chased and caught him. He denied threatening people, but his lie wasn't believable. Triad members stand in front of the police, disrespecting them and causing trouble. One of the officers walks forward to the gang and calmly warns them to move back and stop shouting. A bunch of thieves after entering a jewelry shop. They try to break the show glass and steal some items. The glass refuses to break. Another member comes in with a sharper tool to break the show glass, but it doesn't break. This is evidence that these gangsters are not very smart. Some policemen successfully track down a group of gun smugglers.
水客走私的方式也是少量多次，因为香港的一个团伙头目啊，他在香港招募了大量的临时性的水客。这些水客呢，每次他拿到的这个代工费也比较高，带一次有500块钱，你一天走2趟你就赚1000块钱了。每次过关可能有多的时候有5-6个人，每个人还可以带6到7支短的。
The police officer narrates how the gangsters carry out their operation and shows some of them. About 300 guns were successfully retrieved.
香港跟我们这边同时行动，香港那边主要抓那个枪的源头，团伙头目在香港，我们这边呢就监控了这个水客，还有这边内地这边接货的人。
Robbery on a broad day again. It was a watch shop this time. These men entered a watch shop with guns, harassing the poor staff. They probably were asking him to point at the expensive watches in the store. In the end, they went away with over 70 luxury watches. These two gangs confront themselves, hitting and throwing punches for unknown reasons. The first gang is seen beating a member of their opponent. A guy in black looks up and sees another member and runs towards him. He gives the one on black a hard blow and he passes out. If you want to be a gangster, you should be ready for the consequences. Some old men who are members of a Triad group wouldn't respect themselves and stay without stimulating fights. They assaulted a journalist, and the police left the triads to go scot-free when they intervened. These truckers believed it was just a normal day for delivering goods when this happened. After getting ambushed by the cartel, their trucks were taken away from them and they were left stranded on the highway.
Maniobra brusca detectada.
But carjacking in Mexico is not as rare as you may have already guessed. In this video, a dash cam captures the moment an unlucky couple lose their prized possession at the San Juan de los Lagos Highway, Mexico. After getting their cars stolen, the victims are left to their own fate on the highway, receiving no help from other motorists. In yet again, another trucking incident, a truck traveling through a lonely path is ambushed by a group of gun-wielding cartel members. After getting their possessions stolen from them, the truckers are left to their own devices as the cartel gang drives off. When a gunman invaded a gas station in Chavo, Mexico, things did not go as smoothly as he would have hoped for. Two guys on corporate wear walked into a jewelry store, pretending to look for an item to buy. They weren't buying anything. They picked some items and ran away. Some men, claiming to be protesters, chase and attack a tourist. They beat the guy and collect his luggage. The tourist sure has a story to tell when he returns to his country. Two Triad groups clash, and the fight goes beyond using knives and bats. One of the Triad groups bashes their car against their opponent's car, not minding the damage. A member of the opponent group comes out firing shots as the car zooms off. If this isn't disturbing, I don't know what is. A group of gangsters in white carrying weapons pass by some police officers. They stop to have a chat with the officers, and they are released without searching them or checking their IDs. This video shows where the confidence of these gangsters to destroy lives and properties comes from. This gangster decides to stupidly express power by locking and destroying some parts of a car.
呵，搭到你咁有型，以為冇後果，轉個頭咪俾人拉晒。
Luck is not on their side as the owner of the car is extremely rich. 3 of the gang are arrested and asked to pay $320 for damages. A policeman tracked some guns reported to have been smuggled by a Mafia group. It was found that they smuggled the guns through an online system they created, but they were eventually retrieved by the police. If all authorities are committed to exposing crimes like this, Hong Kong will be a better place. Daylight heist again. Everything looks normal until a guy in a white hoodie runs out of a shop into a car parked in front. Other guys follow suit with bags containing stolen items. At this point, hoodies should be banned from Hong Kong. The video looks like nothing unusual. Cars are passing by until something strange happens.
前方有侧部照相，限速度10公里。
A gangster in corporate clothes with half-covered gloves comes down from his car and walks to the car behind him. With his hands in his pocket, he stares down the driver as if to communicate a "watch your back" warning. He goes back into his car and drives away. Very creepy. group of gangsters are out scattering and destroying an area in Hong Kong. It looks like a fight between two groups, one group in white and one in black. The police arrive, but they don't stop their disruptive acts. Harmful things fly everywhere. They move to continue their fight on the other side, but one of the gang members suddenly stops and slumps. Something dangerous must have hit him hard. A group called Fujin Triad was assigned to march with the police to safeguard the area, but they decided to harm the area instead.
咁似乎係有部分市民似乎有市民想幫警察咧執行職務啊嚇，所以就有拎起地下一啲嘅竹竿嘅啱先。
One of the Triad members suddenly started an argument, and it escalated to them beating citizens. The police ran to intervene and taught the group a lesson.
咁估計咧係有人係用嗰個普通話係講晒。
Two robbers stormed into a jewelry shop. Breaking the show glass with an iron rod, they picked up some items and ran out. A brave staff tried to catch them, but they were very fast. The police investigated the case, showing what they stole, and one of the robbers was arrested. Since the Triad has been more harmful than good to society, they were banned. But they won't listen. They hold a rally blocking the road. The police fired tear gas at them because they defied the Triad ban. Made a routine stop to pick up passengers. Everyone quickly learned these were no ordinary passenger. These masked assailants then went on to rob every passenger of their items before escaping. Just another day again in Mexico. This thief was successfully robbing a restaurant kitchen. It won't be like that for long. After his victim saw his opportunity, he swiftly took it and hit the robber with a rolling pin. This quickly turned into a henhouse with other aggrieved taking out their anger on the robber with punches. Hopefully, this robber lives to see another day as a better citizen of his country. In what appears to be a twist, one guy got his things stolen by none other but the one supposed to protect him. Yes, even the police can get infiltrated by the wrong kind people, and people traveling through obscure places at night can get trapped. Hopefully, this chap gets some form of justice with this video being out there. A car is parked in front of a jewelry shop. Some men in black hoodies come out and walk into the store like they have plans to buy the most expensive item there. As they enter, some buyers and workers run away to safety because these gangsters start breaking glasses and destroying the store. One is with a bag to pack the steals. Luck is not on their side as armed police officers show up. One tries to escape, but an officer is quick enough to put him in place. Kudos to the police for showing up fast. A guy walks into a convenience store, acting all normal. He goes to the side where the shopping baskets are kept. He drops something in one. Then another guy walks in and scatters the goods arranged by the door. Surprisingly, the first guy follows and starts scattering and spoiling things. The first guy proceeds to use an iron rod to destroy more things. He also spoils the desktop on the counter and they walk out. An unnecessary act that left everyone in the store speechless. A random guy challenges a group of gangsters. At first, 2 of the gang are handling him, but it looks like he's pissing them off even more, and the others come to join in beating him. He's pushed to the ground. He doesn't learn and continues bugging them until they say something that leaves him crying on the floor. His audacity to face them needs to be studied.
Taxi.
4 armed men stormed into a Far East jewelry shop. The people around the shop fled, and the jewelry shop opposite closed immediately. They threatened the staff and sent them out of the shop with one of the robbers watching outside.
4個。哇！啲人點識得咁樣啊？冇跟嗰度啊！嗱你跟咗，跟啊！真大彈嚟啊！
The robber outside made sure the workers didn't call the police. They smashed the glass display inside and took away a batch of gold jewelry worth 1 million Hong Kong dollars. At least there's footage of them. They would be found.